I guess we can start.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Um,
I had a
yeah,
few things I wanted to talk about.
yeah.
First of all, I set up some alert beeps. Like if the alert message comes on the screen, you hear three beeps. So beep, beep, beep. So then, because sometimes there's alerts showing, but you don't know what's going on. For
Because it's
example,
too
error
short,
messages.
or
No, an error message is from, for example, for SD card. If you start it up and then you switch it on and then you walk away, and then the error message is on the screen. But if, yeah, I had it a few
mm,
times. Also,
okay.
one time the SD card, I don't know, get corrupted or something like that, and it showed the message for a moment, and then I didn't know what that the message was there. So later I discovered it didn't record because the SD card was not proper in, or I don't know. This one time. So I
Okay.
thought maybe
Mm,
if we have an alert on it, that would be useful. So I tested it, seemed to work fine. I want to talk about how to set up the alarm. Do you have any ideas for that? There is an on the Nano. There is an alarm. You can set an alarm, and then it doesn't give beeps, but there is the red LED goes on if it
is that
passes.
an alarm, like a timer, or is
No
it?
alarm for the radiation level. I think you can set up
Oh,
for
yeah.
so many CPMs, and then the alarm goes off. And as far as I know, we never implemented that in the Zen.
Yeah, I remember that when I was working on the bGeigieZen cast as well.
Hmm.
Though it was alarm, but alert would have been a better name for it, than more alert to mo
Oh,
send
that's
more
true.
frequently. Or I think I was talking to who was I talking to? I don't remember. Someone at the office there.
Peter
Um,
or Robin,
no, I don't. Yep,
male or
I don't.
female?
I don't
Joe,
remember. I,
Joe.
I think it was Joe. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, it was him. But yeah, alert. That's why in the Big Eye cast it's called alert. So I can set up the alert level, and then if it's above that CPM, then it would send every 5 seconds instead of every one
Mm.
minute, something. But uh,
We had something like that. I remember now too. We were
yeah,
thinking about it. Yep. If it's basically a fixed mode after, so if it passes the threshold,
yeah,
then it would go in every 5 seconds instead of the 5 minutes. Yeah, I can
yeah.
imagine Joe would be interested in that too.
Yeah, but for the Nano, it made sense to be for it to be alarm because then
Mm.
if something would happen to the device, like a red light would light up.
Mm.
That's like an alarm. Um, I guess we can do something similar. There, there is a setting for it.
Mm.
I
Yes,
think
in
I
the
also
SD
called it
card.
alert.
No, alarm, I think it's called. That's what I remember.
So it's still alarm then. Okay.
I think I'm not completely sure, but I thought I saw something like that in the SD card.
Yeah, it
But
could be
how?
that the configuration for the file is alarm, but then in the settings it could be alert.
I was thinking maybe it's also useful to have that in the web config, so you can set up the alarm threshold or, on
I think
the.
we do have that. Isn't it
Ah,
in there?
yes, yes, maybe that's already there. It's think it's called alarm
Although
even.
it is based on CPM, and
Yeah.
I think we now also switched to like you want to base it on CPM or uh, microsieverts per second, because that's more useful data to share.
Hmm.
Um, I'm not sure.
What would you think? That's better, or maybe both. I know
Well, for the
since
Zen, the
it doesn't matter.
conversion
We have only
is,
one tube there, so
yeah, exactly.
it's
So,
always fixed. Yeah. Mm.
but by saying like, oh, you have to put it on like 100 CPM, it doesn't really mean anything unless you know
So.
what the conversion is. Uh, but for the Nano, we always used CPM.
Mm.
I guess people would know,
Mm.
but I'm not
Maybe if
sure.
you set the alarm in CPM, then we can make it in the config that you see it in the microreceiver. It
Hmm.
converts on the screen. I mean, that's one idea. So you can see it directly if you set it up in the web config.
Yeah.
I was thinking also maybe it would be useful to have it in the settings on the Nano. Sorry, on the Zen. So in the settings, options, and then alarm level, and then you can set it up too. But I have to think about how to up the numbers and down the numbers. Oh, we can use the button for that.
Hmm.
Well, I will give it a try to see if that makes sense.
Yeah, it is called alert threshold.
Alert. Okay, then I was wrong. I
Well, it's
remember
the same
wrong.
function as the alarm, so it might be confusing for people migrating from the Nano to the Zen that it's
Hmm.
now called alert. I think we do use it. Um,
How do we use it? Do we have a red message coming up?
there is in the API, it uses the other delay, but it's, yeah, it is being used. So if you have it in fixed mode,
Hmm.
am I saying that correct? Fixed
Yeah,
or real
could be.
time mode? I don't know.
There's ammo. Yeah.
Yeah, it was real time mode. Yeah, sorry. So if it's in real time mode, but you're on a fixed location,
At
that's
home.
what you
Yeah.
can configure,
Hmm.
then it sends every 5 minutes. But then alert, if it's alert, then it sends every 5 seconds. That's
Okay.
the
Okay.
current
Well, it's
implementation.
already. Wow. We have that
Yeah.
already. So that's easy. Great.
Yeah,
So that
but
part.
that is for the real-time mode only. So
Hmm.
we don't have any like visual indication on the Zen itself that there is indeed an
Yeah.
that it
Maybe.
is in alert mode.
Hmm, maybe. Maybe you should think about that. To have it visual that the alert passes one time and then people and then.
Yeah, or
Hmm.
maybe like a different color, like maybe the CPM or the values with a red background or something, like white on red
Hmm.
or something like
And
that we can also do.
okay. Let me give that a try. And I think that's a good idea.
Um, yeah, that would be on 3 different screens because we have
Hmm.
the drive mode, survey
Yeah.
mode, and the real-time mode. I think
Cosmic
maybe
mode
we
too.
should put that code like in a more general area because we reuse a lot of that.
Hmm.
But
Not on the separate screen. Yes, I
yeah, it's
agree.
now 3 times implemented basically. Although the real-time mode is a little bit different because it also has the QR code, so the size is a bit different. Uh, we'd have to like play with it.
Okay.
I still
No,
haven't
yeah.
built my new Zen, so
Okay.
I still can't test it with the. I mean, with the actual device, I can connect um the simulation things that Lewis made,
Hmm.
like the GPS that Michael made and
Hmm.
the Geiger counter that Lewis made.
If you want a 4.2.0 board, then I can send you one. That's the newest.
Um, I now have a 4.0.7 board.
Okay.
No, actually, I should
Should
have
have a
a
1.
roof.
You should have a
Yeah, I think I have
4.1.
a 4.1. Oops, I dropped everything. It, it it did have it somewhere. Oh wait, it is not here either. Maybe I packed it because I was gonna build it before I went on a holiday, so I could
Hmm.
take my Zen, but I didn't have enough time for that. Okay, I'll have to look for it. It should be somewhere close by, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's many changes
No.
compared to the 4.1, so
No.
mm, don't
It's
have
only
to.
cleaner, a little bit cleaned up, and there are labels on the how it said it on the headers, so you can see which one which for the GPS
Yeah.
you can see which is TX and RX and plus and the ground.
All right.
The
There it is.
same for the safe poles on the other side.
Yeah, I got a 4.1.0.
Hmm.
Here it is. Okay.
It's the 4.1 with the not for the WIMP version.
No, this is the standard.
Standard. Okay.
Yeah.
Because last week, what's his name? Louis and me, we talked and kind of decided that it's kind of confusing for people to have the standard version with the switch, and they have to switch on and then switch the button too. And it would only make sense for the AWS version and the older Core 2, version
Yeah.
1. And for the new versions we have, it doesn't make sense to have to switch on it anymore. And also the charger, we used to have the charger for a quick charger with the Core 1. You could only
Yeah.
charge 100 milliamp, and the Core 3 charges at 800 milliamp. So
Yes. Yes.
we don't need the fast charger on it anymore. So I was thinking just only 4.2.0, and then not anymore not for the WIMP and not the standard version. So make that the new standard version.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I thought so too. Because Peter wanted to have the standard version and a premium version, and then there's something gold on it or something then special, and that was then the not for the WIMP. But I didn't like that idea so much. So I think only one version and that's it. That should be fine, I think.
So we only focus on the S3 now.
Yes, you can put an Core 2 version 1.1 on it too. I mean, it doesn't matter so much.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about like the code. Like what we could do is also like make some kind of decision where we say, okay, we now no longer support like the old M5 stacks.
I
Um,
think it's better because if you build them with the Core 1, you have to get different headers because the headers are just too long because you need another plate between. The Core 1
oh
is
yeah,
2 millimeter shorter, so you need
yeah,
a
I
plate
got
under
that
it.
already. Yeah, where are my cores? Oh,
I made special
yeah, I
plate
think
for
this
them.
is. Wait, let me just try it. Yeah, it was like floating a bit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
1.5, 2 millimeter up. And I couldn't, with the Core 2, they made it exactly for the standard header.
yep, that's great. Um, but yeah, I think we could say like uh this current version of the firmware that we have is still okay
Hmm,
for doesn't make the original core. Yeah, that's also true.
true.
Um, yeah, I mean it would make the code easier because now
Yeah,
we have some if defs and we have to build it like separate times also. Even though it uses the unified library, we still need some specific defines for the basic and also the core 2 because they use like different pins for
true.
connection to the
Yeah,
Geiger counter or the to the safe pulse. So it would make the code easier.
Yeah,
as well
and
as
clean it.
some
Yeah.
memory decisions that we had to make for the core basic um, that didn't work for the basic because like I think there was something with the memory, like the screen we couldn't use like what was it again? I think it was a sprite for
Hmm.
rendering
I
the
remember.
display.
Yeah.
And for the
You
basic,
had
it was
it's just yeah.
I couldn't make a full sprite for the screen because it didn't fit in the memory. But for the core 2, it did work.
Hmm.
Hello. Lewis is chatting.
Mm, good point, Louis. You need to increase the major reference number. Okay, yeah, that's fine. If we switch only to Core S3, I think
Yeah,
that makes sense. So maybe version 4 or something like that.
yep, I agree.
Okay. Yeah. So let's do that. What other things I had?
Um,
So,
version 5 with a note card.
yes, I was working on version 5 with a note card and a GPS. But the good thing is, if I make a board with a header, just an extra header, then we can still use the old GPS and can just put in a special board for the note card. So you can choose or the note card GPS with GPS on it, or a separate GPS. It's one or the other. So
Right,
we
and
still
the
have
note
compatible.
card, we would just use the GPS from the note card, or is it
Yeah,
more? Okay.
so we don't need that. So, but I have to think about the antenna. There's a small antenna to it, and we have to think about how to attach that to it. It's very, very alpha type, or even before alpha.
Hmm.
So, but it will be interesting too for special applications. We had one request from Dubai for 250 of the Zens, but they need to be with cellular, and that would fit their project nicely.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So something to think about.
Yeah, I think it's probably good to first focus on the firmware.
Yes, I think so too. I'm running away too much. That's true.
I mean, it's good to tinker around and like see what's possible.
Mm,
Um,
yeah, that's true. And another thing I had was we should go through the GitHub issues, and if we have some issues left from people, we should throw them in.
um, issues. Oh, there are quite a few.
Mm. Yeah, we didn't go
Uh,
through I didn't go through them in a while, and I thought that if we just all have a look and see what we can do or what we not can do, and things are done, I have to clean it up too.
is it on the project board? Back burner,
Issues
hardware to do.
project, and then there's one project, and then issues, and you get the
Yeah,
Kaban.
and alert level to debug page. Oh, right. Oh, right, the log uploading. I was still
Oh
working
yes,
on it.
yes.
It has been, I've been slacking. I
That's
think
fine.
from next month onward, I will have more time again.
Okay,
Um, like
that would
the
be nice if
next
we
few
have.
weeks will be a bit busy for me.
Mm.
Um,
Well, after that, that's fine. I mean, anytime
yeah, in
when you have
September.
it.
But we can still go through the issues. So that
Mhm.
is log viewer, real time, send bulk measurements.
Yeah, that's I would just say that in one log file, all the how you call them? Not one by one, but the log file sending, the bulk.
No, I think this was if the API was not available, it would just build like
Ah,
some kind of a backlog. And then when you get connected again, you can send them.
it puts it.
Although,
But,
yeah, I'm not sure.
but that would be
I think we
tricky.
also made something like that in the bGeigieZen cast, but then
Yes,
we also removed that, if I
I'm not
remember
sure about
correctly.
that. I remember we made something like that in the cast. That if it could not pick up directly, it would store it and then later send them.
Yeah, I think it
I'm
was
not sure if
some
it's still
circular
there.
buffer
Hmm.
that would then like just a set amount of memory, and then if there's still no connection after a while, it would just overwrite like the oldest one until there is a connection again.
Hmm.
Like we cannot save it for like a day or something.
No, no,
Like a
no,
day worth of measurements in the memory. That's a lot. We
no,
we would
that's,
have to write it to the SD card and then read it from the SD card again. That
but you
might
have
be
to
an
know
option.
where you left off. Oh, if you have separate file, if you write it.
Yeah, like we can make a temporary file like missed API measurements, and then like if we miss one, we just write it to there, and if we ever get like a connection, we can just read every line from there and send it.
Mhm.
I mean, that would be the most straightforward way.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's something to think about. That's not a priority, I think.
Yeah, I think we will have to redo the SD card interface a bit because also the API works in like a separate thread.
Mhm.
So there could be some issue with maybe another handler trying to write a log line while the API is trying to read or write. So that need to be thread safe. Uh,
Yeah, I've been writing also to the SD card every 10 minutes and battery file. The status of the battery, the voltage, how many amps are being used, how many milliamps are being used, and things like that. It's a separate directory. I think that's not
yeah,
necessary anymore. I can take that
I think
out.
it would be nice to have just a debug log, like everything we log now
That would be
to,
nice. Yeah.
yeah, I think we can connect it actually with the M5 library. There's some log options, and we currently
Mm,
have like the serial output, but there's
mm.
also logging to the screen, which we will probably not use because, well, we're rendering our own screens, so.
Yeah.
But also logging to SD card is part
Okay,
of the
I didn't
M5
know that.
library. I
Oh, that's
think I
useful if
saw
it's
that.
in there. Mm,
Yeah, we
okay.
can try it because I think we are already using the M5 log functions or the macros.
Hmm.
I, we changed to that a while back. Uh, so
And
we can
also
also use this.
and I also think we are how do you call them, still recording the GPS as a separate folder from the GPS data. So we have
Yeah,
the drives, the survey, the journal, the debug, and the battery now. So they're quite busy on the SD card. I can
yeah.
imagine.
I think we might be able to just drop the journal. Uh,
Mm,
we did mention it, I think, a few months ago, um, and that what was it? Like we don't really need the journal, but the
ah,
journal
ah,
is the
ah,
only
ah,
way
ah.
to
I use
log
the
when you're
journal.
on a different screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I use the journal for real time.
Do you also upload them or just for debugging?
For debugging, because I load them into QGIS and can see what I've been
Yeah.
traveling directly. I don't upload them. Sometimes I do upload, but mostly not.
I think maybe we can make it a setting if you want to use. Wait, it already is a setting. It's
Yeah, you can say oh,
the use
logging
journal,
on and off.
but
Yeah.
it's currently on by default. But maybe we can turn it off by default.
Hmm.
I think also because by default the manual logging is turned off. So if you use it for the first time, going into drive mode starts the logging automatically for drive.
Hmm.
And I think we can just skip the journal in that case. That
Hmm.
the journal is
That's
just
true.
for
Yes, the
like a
other
debug
things.
journal. Um, Although it's not that big of an issue because it just writes to a different file, and I don't think the SD card will be full
It seems to be
again.
fine. I mean, I haven't seen any issue with the SD card writing so far.
Yeah, that's true. I was just thinking like maybe to make it more efficient.
I had some issues with SD card themselves. I mean, I have whole bunches that when I buy them in bulk from Alibaba
Hmm.
or from Amazon, and some work, some don't work.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Maybe too cheap or bad manufacturer, and they work fine on the PC. But if you put them in the ESP32, doesn't
Oh,
read it.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I have many. I tried many, and then about half failed. It's a maker, the maker, and how to say class C10 or C4. I tried many different ones, and C4 seemed to be the most reliable. It's a slower how do you say that speed of writing.
Yeah, I think C10 was like the default, like I think
Hmm.
many years ago even.
I have more luck with C4s.
Hmm.
Hmm?
I think I use
Yeah,
C10.
yeah.
Doesn't say.
Hmm. For example, I use this one. You cannot see it. Difficult. It's a 4 giga C10, I think. C10, and then this one doesn't work.
Okay.
Works on my PC fine. But at least when I put it in, I can read and write to it. But if I put it in the M5 stack, it doesn't work.
All right.
So, but
Well,
just to let you know, that it's useful to know
yeah.
that sometimes the SD cards don't work in.
Hmm.
I think we had an issue before with the S3. There was something different. I something reminded me.
The S3 with the reading the SD card.
Yeah, there was
Yeah, I think
something.
there was something indeed.
Hmm,
Like it wouldn't read one of your SD cards, but
hmm. The Core 2 would read, but the S3 didn't read. I have still no idea. Hmm. At least I all test them now before I send them out, so just to be sure that they work in the in5 stack.
have you tried them testing in like a camera, like a digital
No, and the
camera?
camera is fine.
Is
Camera
okay.
works fine. On my computer works fine. In my phone it works fine. I tried many ways and a different reader, different writer.
So a different application on the S3 like
No,
USB?
if you have the standard SD testing thing, same problem. Wouldn't read it.
Okay.
No,
Weird.
no idea. It's a
Yeah,
mystery at the moment.
a
I mean,
mystery.
no logic fine, so call it a mystery. Okay,
Yeah. All right. What else do we have?
we don't have too much time. I think left. 7 minutes. Still.
Yeah.
Louis had something still. You can type if you want to. Nothing special. Okay. No, that for me also that's it. So
Um, all right. So for me, the next 3 weeks,
mhm,
I'm saying this correctly, 11, 18, and 25, I will not be available.
okay.
Um,
Then September you're back kind of.
yeah, the 1st of September, I'll be
Okay.
available again.
Okay, good to know. Going on holiday?
Yes, kind
Kind
of.
of.
I think next week I have some more work to do, and the week after I swapped my free day with the Friday because I'm gonna go camping for a long weekend.
Nice.
So I'll be working on the 18th, and then on the 25th I'll still be
Mm-mm.
like
Uh,
I'll be on my way back,
back.
going to
Yeah,
the
that.
one of the islands here in the Netherlands
That's
for a
nice.
long
Which
weekend.
one?
Terschelling.
Schalling. My sister has a
Yeah.
house there.
Oh, really?
Yep. Very nice
Nice.
place.
Which
Yeah.
village?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's called the Het Zwarte Huis.
Well, it could be anywhere.
Can be anywhere. That's true.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
that's
called Het
cool.
Zwarte Huis.
Mm.
But if you, I think if you do a search on the internet, you will find the Het Zwarte Huis.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
check it
so
out.
you can find out.
Maybe walk past it.
You can rent it, but I think
Oh,
she's
really?
renting it out. So
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, I'm going all the way, like, it's basically halfway the island, but
Mm,
if you go from the bottom upwards to the middle or something, that's where the road is and where the villages are, and
yeah,
from there
yeah,
onwards,
it's
it's like there's nothing.
yeah.
So it's basically at the end of the road where we're staying.
Oh, that's nice. Yes,
Yeah.
I went to maybe 6 times with the my when I was at high school with the volleyball team. We always
Oh,
had
cool.
camp there. That was always very enjoyable.
For some beach volleyball or
No, 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 no. We didn't do any
just
volleyball
camping.
there, but
Oh,
the team went there.
that's great.
So that was always nice to go there. Good memories.
Yeah.
And being, they call it dropping. So at nighttime they bring you some place, and then you have to find your
Oh,
way back. So that
yeah.
was my favorite thing. Still
Yeah,
feel
that's cool.
still sometimes feel like I'm doing that here in Japan, finding my way back.
Yeah, this it's a cool thing to do.
Yeah, mate,
Although
it's
on Terschelling, I'm not sure because it's
uh,
just a single road basically, so you
yeah, it's
kind of know
not
where
so
you're
much.
where you are.
No, 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 not on the road. They put you on the beach somewhere.
Out in the beach somewhere.
Well,
Well, you can just
somewhere
basically
in the
follow the
woods.
beach.
Yes, that's true. But then you
Or
can
walk
go
south and you
around.
hit the road. It,
Okay.
it's still fun. I can
Yes,
still
sir.
walk.
Please enjoy. It's a
Yes, yes.
wonderful place. Okay, good. Yeah. So, oh, hold on a second. I saw that Louis also had starts September 8th. My classes is 7 to 9 Mondays.
8 to 11. So the Monday morning will not be a
Ah,
convenient
so
day.
no, so we can switch to another time that's better for him maybe. On Sunday?
Or we can go earlier.
No,
I'm
that's it.
I'm not sure if
Yeah, earlier would be fine for me too.
it's,
But now it's
let's let's meet again, at least for me, on September 1st, and we can
okay.
perhaps
Yeah,
uh, see what other day is an option or different times.
yeah. I will check with them. Okay, good.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, bye bye.
Okay. Have a good
Good,
week.
good. Yeah, you too. And Louis too.
Yep.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.